What's going on? TK Pryor, Master Wealth Builders LLC. And you know what? I really got involved in the wealth strategist, financial services space because my mom passed away and she left me an annuity and a trust. And I really just wanted to help other families learn how to set up a family trust and set up an annuity, set up a cash value life insurance policy, because what comes with it is peace of mind, knowing just in case something happens to you, you're covered. You actually are doing a grown-up, responsible adult thing by covering yourself, covering your whole family, because living benefits just means that you're going to get a check while you're still alive, up to 80% of the face value of your policy. And death benefit means that you're passing on something to your beneficiaries. You know, you don't have to worry about GoFundMe. So it's a smart solution that no one should have to convince you to do because it makes economic sense. It's a long-term strategy, planning, implementation type thing that gives you a company that's on your side to help you pay for recovery if something happens in terms of living benefits, and help you secure your family's financial future when you're no longer here. So the trust is a security measure. It's a legal contract that adds security. It adds a layer of instructions. It adds a will, so that, you know, you can dictate to your family members who gets what. That's what a trust does. And it prevents you from going into probate, taxes. It also prevents creditors. So all of this stuff makes economic sense. It's what the wealthy do. And now it's available to anyone out there. Throw in leveraging and advanced strategies like homeowners protection, so that your house can get paid off. Throw in, if you own an LLC, insurance for that LLC as a foundational cost of doing business. Throw in leverage like getting a 3-to-1 match on your contributions through an IUL, through Kaizen, and you're doing much better because you can earn up to 60% more when you have other people's money, OPM, in addition to what you contribute. So all of us pay our bills. We know how to pay bills, but does your bill contribute to a savings account at 6 to 8% compounding? If it doesn't, then you need cash value life insurance policy, you need a deferred index annuity, you need a family trust, you need, as a small business, to have key man coverage and cross member coverage. All of these things you really should put into place because it makes economic sense and it's a responsible thing to do. It's a way to not have to worry about GoFundMe. And in the communities that are most affected economically, this is a balance addition, a balance sheet addition. In other words, it's an asset. A lot of us focus on liabilities and we spend our money on things that don't put money back in our house. And what I'm suggesting is just simply start spending money on assets. Start focusing on things that accumulate in value over time. And essentially that's what it does. Think about buying your child a IUL when he's born, and then throughout his entire life he has a savings account at 6 to 8% that grows with your child. Most child policies can be less than $100 a month, and that means that they have an extended amount of coverage that makes them eligible to take loans out against their policy. They can take a loan out when they turn 18 to go to college. They can take a loan out at 25 to buy a house, buy a car, put a down payment on a house, start a business. And then in retirement, they're secure financially because their entire life has been covered with a savings account that's been growing with them. So cash value life insurance policy for a child makes economic sense. It's a smart thing for a parent to do. And that's why I try to take the total family approach in terms of getting your children covered. But as an adult, you have to put your oxygen mask on first. Cover yourself, then cover your children. And, you know, whether you're spending $100 a month or you're spending $2,000 a month, you really need to get this type of living benefit in your life. Living benefits can financially save most communities because of the leverage and the economic empowerment that comes with having a company on your side just in case something happens to you. At some point in your life, you're going to get any one of the 5 categories that's covered, or any one of the 21 different diseases that is covered. So that triggers living benefits, and it allows you to financially pay for your recovery. You can survive from cancer, you can survive from a critical injury like a car accident. But if you don't have living benefits, you don't get up to 80% of the face value of your policy, which means you're paying for it by yourself and you're struggling because of the time away from work, because of the, stress that's involved with your recovery. So I'm encouraging you to do something that will help you. Everybody looks at me like if I'm taking something from you, but I'm not. I'm actually giving you something that will make extreme difference in your economic future. You're making a long-term decision that basically empowers your whole family. Once you put a family trust in place, you're instantly worth whatever that policy is worth. So your family trust is secured and funded by the value of the face of your policy. I'm working with a family right now, and as soon as they sign, they're going to be worth over $600,000 because of the IULs that they put in place and because of the annuity that they put in place. So it's an important thing to do. It's an economic decision that only you could make for your family, but this is a very simple process. 1 hour of paperwork can equal a lifetime of income because lifetime income riders are associated with both annuities and IULs, which means you can get the amount you saved once you hit retirement. Anytime after 59 and a half, you can get a check until you turn 120. And that check could be whatever you save to. You have a MEC limit associated with each policy, so you can add additional funds above and beyond your bill every month. So a lump sum of money applies to business owners. I always try to get real estate people to think about using a policy as leverage. You close on a deal, you have a real estate situation where if you take possession of that money, you're going to get taxed at 40%. If you transfer the money into a policy, that's the closing, say 50,000 or more that you're putting into a policy, cash value, and you can borrow against it. You can leverage against that policy with starting from the second year. So after the first year, you can just leverage against that policy if you're a real estate agent. And guess what? The next real estate deal is funded by you going to your policy and doing a loan against whatever cash value you've already saved. So if it's a $50,000 real estate deal, you move that money into the policy. A year later, you take out a loan to do your next real estate deal. These are advanced strategies that I really get people to think about because it's very easy to set up the paperwork. And people overlook it like, when realistically, this is leverage. This is using insurance as an advanced strategy to benefit your life and to get you to the next level beyond what you can do by yourself. So people who close large deals, park that money into a cash value life insurance policy because it's a better tax advantage, and borrowing against it for liquidity is a tier 1 investment. It's a tier 1 place to put your money, and you're winning. Click the link in my bio. Let's get started. Let me show you some more strategies like the ones I just went over, and let's really empower families.